Your life does not need to be easier. It needs to be simpler. Because the thing exhausting you isn't difficulty, it's complexity. Think about how most people spend their day. I learned about this thing of context switching, and I won't forget it. I forgot which book I was reading. I think it was So Good They Can't Ignore You, or it was one of the books before. But it was speaking about how, like, what makes modern work very difficult for people to kind of get into a place where they can do something meaningful. And it's this idea of, like, man, you log onto your laptop and you've got emails, you've got teams, you've got this that needs to be done, you've got this meeting that you need to have, you need to do this thing, then you need to do this thing, and it's like the human brain isn't made for that. It just isn't. We're not made for crazy context switching. And context switching is just basically, okay, I was in this mode. I was focused on this particular problem. I was getting quite entrenched in it. Now I need to quickly switch and remember everything about this new problem, or this problem I was dealing with last week. And it's just so cognitively expensive because things take longer to actually just put together as human beings. That's how our brains work, right? It's difficult for us to entrench ourselves in one problem and then pull ourselves out of that and put ourselves in another one and then remember all the context that's important for that specific problem. It just takes us a while and it's cognitively expensive. Like, it's tiring. I'm sure you felt this in some way, where it's just like, man, this is just jarring. Like, I hate doing this. Like, I remember, like, studying, for example, I think school, you've got this section that needs to be done. Cool. You get yourself in a section, and then now you're done with that section, and then it's like, oh, I need to go and do this section. And I think that's what made exams difficult, is that, like, you'd have different sections that you need to answer. So it's like, okay, I study this section, I study this section, I study this section. And then when you get a question, it's like, oh, this question's about this section. Then the next question's about a different section. And it's like you've gotten yourself in a way of thinking about a specific thing. And then the next question is pulling you out of that and taking you to another thing. And now you need to remember everything about that you need to consider in there. And it's just difficult. It takes a lot out of you. And when we're speaking about environment, it's imperative that you take into account that thing of context switching and how cognitively expensive it is. I remember Chris Williamson. He said something around how humans are not actually averse to difficulty. We're not averse to difficulty. We are averse to complexity, and I think it leans into the same kind of discussion, right? We don't struggle to do difficult things, man. Like, we love doing difficult things. It's just get the time to work at your natural pace and to fully entrench yourself in that specific problem. It's a whole different story than, oh, I need to do this problem, but now I need to sort out this, and you sort out this, and you bring this in, whatever, and then we just collapse, right? Again, think about how different it would be, right? Let's use New Year's resolutions, for example. You start a year and you're like, man, okay, I need to get in shape. I also need to start a business. I need to do better at this. I need to get my sleep dialed in. I need to build a social life. I need to do all these things, right? That's a lot of things to aim at once, and that almost guarantees you're going to fail. But picture that versus a person who's like, I need to get in shape this year. Like, that's it. That's a whole different story, because now it's like, cool, I know what my one goal is. You could wake them up in the middle of the night and be like, what's your goal for this year? And they could tell you, get in shape. And obviously there's a lot of things that go into that, but the goal is still the same, right? It's one whole context